Oh, I got this t-shirt at the warehouse that he was proposed a few days ago. Is it some like awesome? Or wait, it's not temperature. Excuse me. What else is this? I was just at the library. I ate their sandwich. What did I eat? Chips. And then their water. So now I'm doing this. This date is good morning and Thanksgiving is coming up soon. Thanksgiving is coming up soon. Seeking the penalty for everyone that stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way. I wish they were in the same bodyguards as the Marines. Or mine got sick. What else? I'm eating chips, literally. There's some salsa that I wouldn't like. There's some green salsa. And I walked outside of the gate of Haven for Hope that day that he was at Central, and I was worried. Like, what if he missed dinner and then gets angry like me? And then I'm like, really? Missed dinner? So did anyone save him a plate? Okay, I'm like, if I were in my own home, I would have saved it a plate in that situation. What else? So when I left the dorm that day, he was sitting nearby outside eating chips from here and some green salsa, and I thought that I'm jealous of the chips. And I left. So check out maybe. But I haven't had those in a while. I like the guacamole. Oh, that's what it is. Like, that subject isn't interesting. I just needed to get to the part where I'm like, well, what is it that I eat those chips with? Guacamole. Anyway, she's here. What else? Oh, I didn't get the water. And I was having a microwave in my apartment. What else? Anyways, if I see him, I'll possibly kill him in self-defense. Because that was tormenting me. It's possibly court order, so the court just plans ahead for me to not run into him ever again. I don't need to remember my sister threatened me if that's him to marry him to someone where he would be miserable. And then I wouldn't ever be able to date it. Who says, for 135, I go through so much. I'm down to fuck anyways. I don't fall in love like para toda la vida y uno solo. What else? And I'm seeking the death penalty for my siblings anyways, regardless. So I found very much it's because down to the female. I could have been a stand-in. What else? Profit things in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles, and gets in the way of receiving money. What else? Anyways, guacamole. It is what I eat those chips with. Guacamole. So if he's a good person, I'm already giving you folders to remind you of him. And HEB chips. And that is some green salsa. But not everyone will remember him by the hoodie that he was wearing one day, possibly. He possibly has a different wardrobe. Alright, he needs attention. Thanks again to each of you for bringing the mango wheat yogurt to this location. This is the shop here. We got 25 that turns into 75. And get here. What else? And it wasn't Nami saying what the doctor wanted to prescribe in case you're wondering. It could have been. My body number says before. Tell me that I have sex. Let me explain. What? And I'm a mother and I have a beautiful kid. It's not my baby's body. I'm pretty hair. Oh my god. They thought that I would be exposed to something. Does US Weekly exist? I don't know who Shiloh is. What else? What else? Recycle the container. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that steals from me, stays in my homes without my permission, gets in the way of receiving money, It's November 15th, 2025. What else? What else? I got good there so far. It's not a good Sunday. What else? I hope my second cousins kill themselves today. I would have killed them in self-defense. Had they not drugged me when they raped me. Esto sigue. I prepaid. No, grandma paid for it. Oh, did my grandparents leave money that your great-great-great-great-grandparents have been passing down? That will be used for this. So when you saw that picture of knitting Keilany wearing what? Adidas maybe, or Puma, your grandma, your great-grandma said, well, here's this money. Set it aside for that trip in San Antonio that you and took Keilany's relatives that steal from our new dating money. That's for your self-care. That's for your self-care. What else? 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 I've heard that's how it goes for some people. Catholic Church, our Mother's Day night. Look at how is it my fault that I set up my grandparents for the when I was born? How does that exclude me of living life? What else? 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 So you can accuse them of genocide, rape, torture, cruelty, starvation, theft, grand theft auto, home invasion, or lynch. Hola, green. What's the other one? What's the other one? Hates their parents. And kills themselves. What else? And we always hear the Catholic Church is la mayoría. So sexy. Though it's a Protestant Baptist. Porque there's outsiders, no? That the government hires to hitmen, mercenaries that may want to take the job or have taken the job already. And those people that steal from me, it may not be today, it may not be in 2 days, it may not be in 5 years, it may not be in 36 years, it may not be in 13 years. It's like whenever the mercenary gets back from a cruise vacation, has time and kills them for me, whether I'm alive or not. So all those posts on Facebook.com/AirBlueSky were a waste of time. That was me funding the deaths of the people that steal from me. I was said 2 decades ago. And so some of you could be like, Mira Keilany with her tatitas exposed. Because some people are relatives or relatives like Rihanna had a baby. What else? 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 Some of those insurance for my kids too. Oh, they were minors. What else? 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 Down to what about Ralph Lauren? What about Vans? What about Suerte en Criollo? What about you? Figure out amongst yourself what beach this is. Which Disney this is. Which hotel? Oh, that one took you not that long, no? It's the t-shirt scam. Still. Where my relatives that steal from me and rape and get in the way we receive money go on to find the designer of the specific t-shirt that whoever's wearing on the picture, and then they rape the designer as if that t-shirt made love to my kid when it's just a t-shirt. Then they take the kids hostage and they're like, but don't you think that that t-shirt made love to you? And the kid may be like, I'm very comfortable with my sexuality. Yes, but don't include me in your scam. Ew, and I wasn't thinking about the person that made the t-shirt that way either. Or the dress, or the shoes. They possibly introduced Jayden and Keilany to everyone that designed a piece that Jayden and Keilany wore in pictures that I posted on Facebook. Pero who's that stranger? Is there Stern or I'm just talking, I'm not doing anything illegal. That's most likely who has immunity to kill those people in self-defense. For abusing me, for abusing Jayden, for abusing me. If I show up to those group chats, those people may be annoyed at my personality, no? And be like, whatever, I let go of the immunity because I really don't like you. You're whining too much, you shouldn't even be here. You should be living a little with whatever little you have. Go away, go away. Why don't you visit the library even if it's to whine? Away from me, it's like sex, now I can't perform. Or now I want to marry you, fall. And I was already happy. I want to take you away and give you food, change your diaper, even though you don't need a diaper change. I want to raise your children. So they try to lure one in. They're like, vente, vente para acá. Remember those boys that you were in love with? Eso conlleva una historieta hasta they know the people that live in these homes that, or pester them decades ago. Maritza Edgar Lorenzo, puta asquerosidad. To get access to these cameras. So that when I would be here waiting for the bus, they would be like, but what did she wear? Did anyone look at her? Did anyone propose? Did anyone give her money? Did anyone not talk to us about this? Possibly that home by now belongs to the police. What else? Or the owners are very entertained with looking at the videos like, oh, you can see what people are looking. Based on the videos, like that wasn't why they got the cameras, like for if someone enters the home. People said before a while, whoever lived there or lives there, would look what these people were wearing on the street. Guess who I saw? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? On the corner of that bus stop. What else? What else? What else? Down to this one looks like it needs shoes. So before someone bullies it, who's giving it a fun, just in case, it needs shoes. And around that time, I think that people stop looking. It's like, oh, they're not like satisfying our need of walking. Whoever sits at the bus stop, I was like, hi, vehicle. You only paid $1.30 for the ride. What else? So you can decapitate Maritza Aviles Lorenzo, esa tipa puerca, da un asco. And everyone else in my family wars and the steals, the rapes, the murders. Y Andrew Suarez, puta, asquerosa. Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo, una puerca. Ew. Evelyn Yvette Lorenzo Acevedo da un asco full, and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. What else? Is that the best? Oh, I haven't even tried one once I get here. Anyways, I want to stay at home today. What? Me crying over a man? I'm not that I want to marry for the rest of my life. This is like a bro, this is me. Dude, this is too free range. Kids, for the most part, constantly still. Trying to get me to cry that I couldn't marry by arranged marriages. What? Okay. Those students. And I already had love of my life, Edgar Muñoz Carrero, so for real, if I did not want anyone, David Keilany, that loves me as much as you does. You and Keilany. You and Jayden loves me. I could do my life reading books.
Special accommodation may exit through the front door. Los adultos mayores y las personas con una discapacidad en acomodaciones especiales pueden salir a través de la puerta principal.
They didn't get to try, and I could have had opportunity to try it while I was on library. It's great. What else? I know. Anyways, this t-shirt is so lovely. In a shower today. Pero, for instance, here I have to be given the illusion that the showers were remote for her to shower peacefully. And thankfully it's not cancer. I need veneers. I'm so Hollywood.
This was continued throughout Green and Pedro's good stuff.
What else? We're doing 75 days and it's just try. So God is good. They're about Dollar Tree. There's so many. The Z project. I got the library. My wallet. You want the etch a sketch. And I'm always looking for my blood. It's so stressful. Are we staying at Haven for a house? And I'm gonna stay at a hotel tonight. By myself. My family would never force me to marry. For them to masturbate to the thought of me being with a man. Always knowing that I'm with a man, for them to not feel jealousy. That I could be with the man of my dreams. Or man of my dreams. Or women of my dreams. That's when I was like, get rid of my children for this reason. They're so disgusting. Have you seen Richie? Ew. Also, me having money to date me. Maybe it's asses. Ew, how they cry. Oh, you're so cute. And you're so strong. Ew. What else? I'm looking for established. And they thought that they would traffic me into poverty. And then they would brag. And I would be like, wow, you have a job? You shop at the mall? You have kids living with you? You have cash? You took yourself to IHOP last night? And they think that that is a way to seduce one into marrying them, into having sex with them. into having friendship, just to humiliate one. So what are you waiting to kill those people that I grew up around, that steal from me, that drug me, that rape me? If you have immunity to do so, esto sigue. Esto sigue. ¿Qué sí sigue? I'm bored. I want to shop at the picnic. Maybe M&M's. I've never played so many M&M's. Do you have earpieces, some of you? And then one maybe here, feeding it off to the rest. Look at my second cousin thinks that he can find out who is everyone if I stop. If I have stuff. What else? I love that cut on that top. I love it. Princess Diamond. Oh, it's that boy. His dad looks really good in his suit. When he's not wearing red, I can't recognize him. But did I take a picture of him near the fire? Is that my parents, like that family side? Or just a coincidence? I don't want to ask him. Thank you. Oh, did I recognize hair? Where did he go? And what else is here? What got here last night or this morning? What else? And where's Pretty? Because there's Pretty even for home that I'm like, oh, my favorite stripper's here. Ugh, doesn't that leech steal from me and get in the way when we save money? She stays in my homes without my permission, no? A relative of hers. Ew. They're so nasty. They're so gross. Is it court ordered that she's at Haven for home? Ew. What else? I miss Jayden, I miss Keilany. I miss Jayden. Immunity only, start with my family of origin. Immunity only, close proximity. This isn't a drill, this is real life. What else? What else? I'm bored. I don't ever want to be the way of people riding their bikes on a sidewalk because I feel the same way. Even with a bike lane sometimes. There's something about the concrete, isn't there? What else? What else? I'm bored. I am bored. Esto sigue, gente. One person's watching, so I'd like to suppose. And is this my project that hasn't been finished? What else? What else? No. What else? What else? Bored. And was that vandalism towards me? What else? Oh, I'm bored. I feel so good. What else? Oh no, there's so many. What else? This is my favorite stripper. Always that I see her. What else? Did she have to get a bodyguard? What? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What? So much. What else? 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 It's life ever over. People gonna die. Ever. There's plenty of food for the most part. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And is the court open today? And what is it? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. What else? Where's this at? What is that? What is that? Vandalism towards me, possibly. Or someone put a hit on my second defense together in self-defense for me. Possibly. Because I love timetables so much. Esto doesn't get fixed by me going down on him. Oh, I don't know how to suck dick. Having a baby. Marrying Scotty and just leaving. What else? 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 I'm bored. Oof, qué calor. And did you get your gun at Walmart? Have immunity. What else did you get? What else? A snack, hopefully. You may get that somewhere else. Being strangled with my leggings that disappeared. Possibly. It's hilarious. I'm bored. I want to sit there sometimes for a little bit. The other day I thought I would sit there and scroll through my phone. There were people sitting there. Oh, that was... What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, you see the garage? There we go. Anyways, I'm gonna do this one. I'll be back another day.